Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to The Wolf Among Us for more comic book point and click action. We are right back where we left off, about to take the Crooked Man back into custody to have him face trial for his crimes in front of all of Fabletown. But first, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell down below the video so you get a notification to your device every time I upload. And as always guys, thank you all for your ongoing support. So let's do this. Remember as well, this episode could contain scenes which some viewers find upsetting or distressing.
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Here he is.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
This is the man who's been pulling the strings. Here for you to judge
Are
him.
you okay? It's been hours.
I'm fine.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
Bit beat up,
Guess
that's all.
you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Well,
I'm just
thank you.
glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes,
Hang
what are
on.
you waiting
What do you
for?
have to say for
murderer! My
You
wife
killed
is
Lily!
dead because of
Where the
you.
fuck do you
And
get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
You
don't
gave the
mean
order.
To interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes,
He's dead.
Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
He's dead.
Sheriff?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd
Let
wait
her
a moment.
finish.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and
If you say
providing
so.
monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily. So you can
Yes,
strike
you did.
That one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Let him speak for
Everyone
now.
just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No
Agreed.
more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
So,
This
say
is
what you gotta say.
ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his
Lies.
business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Nope.
Ollie, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
I was
Yeah, your
attacked.
goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
I'm sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners.
Oh,
I
don't
was
try
sent
all
to
that,
help
mate.
you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Don't
You're
turn this
the
on
fucking
us.
problem here, not us.
Really?
Yes.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours.
Illegal,
Because
dodgy
I
glamours,
helped her,
yes.
She was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
you burned it down?
You see?
I did what
There's
was
more to this
necessary.
than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You
Back
hated
down.
Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
We're trying to
But I can
protect you.
promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and
He
add
took
it to
Faith and Lily
strength.
from us.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
Thank you,
You're all
Beast.
still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And
Wow,
those
even
girls
Bluebeard's
will
joining
have
us.
their justice.
Even Auntie Greenleaf's joining us. Looks like you've come to the end of the road, mate.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
What about your history?
What about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Don't let him manipulate you
Of course
guys.
it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
You're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't
Snow
be
wasn't
serious.
involved with that.
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
It's not true, is it?
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will
He's clever,
dare
isn't he?
challenge their brutality when it leaks to
Very
our dear
clever.
citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Oh, it's Nerissa.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Go ahead.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Oh, she can talk now.
I found Vivian's body.
Of course, the
kill
spell
her?
was broken.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is
Vivian
highly
killed
irregular.
herself.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself. Back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker.
Ah,
That's
yes.
a lie.
I was
We've
in
got
the
him.
goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two
This
people who
confirms
ever
it.
gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
Yeah.
Saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
No, he's got to go down the well.
Rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is
the
how you
true
want to
colours
repay
come
all
out.
I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What
You
did you
know we can't let you
expect?
go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get it.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send
What do
everyone.
we do?
Listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
We should vote.
You should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Well,
He's
yeah.
right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr.
Oh
Wolf,
god, it's our
your
decision.
call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
We've been given the power.
Yes, Sheriff.
Rip his head off, lock him up,
Do what
throw
you
him
think
down
is
the well.
right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get
I'm
rid
throwing
of
him
them.
down the well.
Everyone,
Not this way.
Oh, crap. No! Don't end like this.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Shut up, get down the
Miss
well.
me.
Bye-bye.
no, I won't.
And there he goes. Bye-bye, the crooked man.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
True. But an evil one. It had to happen. Oh, there we go. We chucked him down the well. And that is the end of Chapter 5 of Episode 5. Well, there we go. We got given the decision. We had to decide what happened to the crooked man. I didn't feel like killing him would be right. That would be lowering ourselves to his level. And I didn't want to do that. Locking him up was just too risky. You know, he could escape. He's a slimy guy. I'm sure he would have got out some way. Throwing him down the well seemed like the best option to me. He'd be trapped down there forever. I don't know, maybe he dies, I'm not sure, but either way, he can't get out of there. So that seemed like the best way to go about it. But yeah, we will see how it all concludes in the next episode, but that is going to do it for this one, guys. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click on that like button. It really does help the channel to grow, so I do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you're new, or just haven't already done so. And I will see you all next time.